Hello everyone, and welcome to my UK Royal Family News channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, Ava Vitali, Tamara Braun, has met Harris Michaels, Steve Burton, at Bayview. Harris is convinced that he cannot live a normal life due to Megan Demiras's, Miranda Wilson, propensity to brainwash him repeatedly. Spoilers for Days of Our Lives. Harris Michael has motivated Vitali Ava. According to Days of Our Lives teasers, Harris persuaded Ava to phone her son and urge him to come visit her. Because of her hallucinations, Ava was afraid to ask Trip Josin, Lucas Adams, to return to Bayview. Ava, on the other hand, is feeling better and has finally called Trip, whom she hasn't seen in months. Ava revealed that she hadn't been taking her medication when she started hallucinating again. Ava didn't think she needed it at the time. However, after hearing Harris' narrative, Ava reconsidered her predicament. Trip had come to see Ava before visiting hours ended that night, and she was overjoyed. Harris Michaels apologizes to Eve Donovan in DOL spoilers. Harris also apologized to Eve Donovan, Cassie DePaiva, for wrongdoing in high school. Eve apologized to Harris and told him everything that had gone wrong in her life. Eve attempted to reassure Harris because she herself is attempting to change for the better. When her daughter was murdered, Eve went absolutely insane. If Eve can recover, so can Harris. Harris is a wonderful person. Harris has attempted to make apologies for everything he has done in his life, and has done everything he can to assist the police and the ISA in bringing Megan to justice. Harris even requested to be locked up so he could not harm anybody else because his mind is so readily affected. Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, has attempted to disprove Harris. Our Daily Lives spoilers. Is Ava Vitali the right person for Harris Michaels? Ava is a former gangster. Ava, on the other hand, left the mob a long time ago. When Ava was with Rafe Hernandez, Galen Deering, she tried to change until he cheated on her. Ava did, however, live a normal existence for a while. Can Ava persuade Harris to do the same? Could Ava be the person Harris is looking for? Harris requires someone to believe in him because he lacks confidence in himself. Harris had Hope Brady, Christian Alfonso, the last time this happened, but she is still waiting for Beau to wake up. Can Ava improve Harris' perspective on life and possibly be the woman he needs to save him? Will Ava persuade Harris that he can have a normal life and that she will be there to share it with him? Spoilers for Days of Our Lives. Victor Kiriakis Demes. Victor Kiriakis, John Aniston, decides to fly to Greece to see his comatose son Beau Brady, Peter Reckel, but his plane never returns. Instead, it crashes, leaving no survivors. Maggie Horton Kiriakis, Suzanne Rogers, is plainly upset, and Sean Douglas Brady, Brandon Beamer, may turn to drink once more as a result of this turn of events because he blames himself. After all, it was he who put Beau in a coma. Victor would not have been slain if he had not been seeing Beau. Justin Kiriakis, Wally Kurth, is tasked with informing his entire family of the news, but he is emotionally crushed and eventually sobs in the arms of Bonnie Lockhart Kiriakis, Judy Evans. Abe's new quest. Duo spoilers. Despite being far from ready to work in any capacity following his previous ordeal, Abe Carver, James Reynolds, decides to reclaim his mayorship, which irritates the corrupt deputy mayor. In fact, he preferred to see Abe out of work for good. Will Caleb Brady Johnson, Mary Beth Evans, and Paulina Price Carver, Jackie Harry, be able to persuade Abe to change his ways before he gets himself into more trouble? Or are they misjudging the man? Spoilers for Days of Our Lives. Other Salem events. Chad Demira, Billy Flynn, apologizes to Alex Kiriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, but Alex is too devastated by Uncle Vic's death to even consider it. Chloe Lane, Nadia Abdurlan, also has to deal with Xander Cooks, Paul Telfer, hurt after learning what happened to his uncle, but she also refuses to marry him. Gabby Hernandez de Mura, Camila Banez, finds Rachel Black's, Finley Rose Slater, huge secret and begs her to reveal it. Meanwhile, on her honeymoon, Gwen Rissek, Emily O'Brien, makes a stunning discovery. Something tells us that this startling finding has something to do with Rachel's huge secret. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, an addition tape has been discovered online, which could lead to an even more intriguing storyline. Is there going to be a new drug lord in Salem now that Sean Brady, Brandon Beamer, has been named commissioner? Could Sean be used as a scapegoat by Mayor Rawlings, Grayson Berry? Spoilers for Days of Our Lives. An overdose victim is discovered. Days of Our Lives spoilers claim that a young woman overdosed behind the bistro, Salem's newest hotspot, according to the footage. However, the woman is consistently referred to as Wendy Shin, Victoria Grace, despite the fact that she is unlikely to be the actual victim. Wendy, after all, has no history of drug misuse. Another person in the video is referred to as J.J. Deveraux, Casey Moss, who hasn't been on set in a long time. Of course, names are frequently introduced to keep viewers from figuring out the forthcoming plot. The speech in the scenes also makes it clear that this character is not JJ. Tate Black is returning to Salem in DOL spoilers, with Theresa Donovan, Jen Lilly, and Tate Black, previously Colin and Kyle Schroeder, returning to Salem. It's possible that Days of Our Lives, DOL. Spoilers reveal that Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, may reunite with a surprising ex down the road. There was a time when Brady was in love with Theresa Donovan, Jen Lilly, and hoped to build a future with her. So they may have a chance to get that future back on track. Of course, there may not be much time for romance during Jen Lilly's short upcoming stint as Theresa, but there will be more than enough time once Emily O'Brien, currently Gwen Rissek, takes over this DOL role. Days spoilers reveal that O'Brien will indeed become the new Theresa Donovan, so she may be one who plays most of this potential Brady and Theresa reunion. Back in May, it actually seemed like Days might be doing a little chemistry testing between Brady and Gwen. Eric Martsolf and Emily O'Brien shared some scenes together when their characters crossed paths at the pub, where Gwen suggested Brady could commiserate with her over Xander Cook, Paul Telfer, shacking up with Chloe Lane, Nadia Durlin. Although it was just a tiny taste of what might happen, it was a sign that maybe the show was considering a Brady and Gwen pairing. Instead, Days is making O'Brien the new Theresa, but that could still lead to her having Brady for a love interest. Brady and Theresa could easily find their way back to each other romantically. Perhaps Brady, Theresa, and Tate Black, last played by Colin and Kyle Schroeder, will finally get a chance to be a united family. After all the drama Brady's faced in his relationships with Kristen DeMira, Stacey Hyduck, and Chloe Lane, Nadia Durlin, he deserves some happiness. Maybe Brady and Theresa have both grown enough to find a healthy path forward as a couple. Would you like to see Theresa and Brady get back together? Are you open to Brady being paired up with Emily O'Brien's version of Theresa? Days of Our Lives spoilers say Brady and Theresa could both use some love life updates, so stay tuned for news on what's brewing for these former flames.